When I'm driving, I always see on the road people in big Audis, big Tesla cars, or latest Volkswagens or BMWs. This world puts so much emphasis on materialistic gains, and there's nothing wrong with having a nice car, as long as you don't define your worth and other people's worth by what car they drive, what house they live in, how many figures they make, because the truth is all of that means nothing. Sure, it is nice to have a comfortable life, but if we're haughty looking down on people, revving our engines like it was some big celebrity going past people, which is a pet peeve of mine, people being so arrogant when driving. But yes, sure, Jesus said that, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world if he forfeits his soul? Truth is, all of this stuff will be coming with us when we go. Cars, no matter how prestige, eventually break down, eventually fall away, or eventually replaced by the latest edition. That brand new phone in your hand will be an old relic in 5 years' time. A new Gucci Valentino bag you have will be collecting dust in your closet in about 10 years' time. All of this stuff we think matters now makes us better than other people. Doesn't mean anything in the end. As Jesus said, store treasures for yourself up in heaven, where moths can't destroy it, where it doesn't rust, where thieves don't break in and steal. Whoever wants to be first will be last. That means putting others before yourself, your family, strangers. If you have an abundance in money, donating to charities regularly, using your platform to spread Christ's message. At the end of the day, we're not taking any of this stuff with us. We all need to humble ourselves. And for me personally, yes, I'm striving towards having money, but if I do have it, I will use it to enrich the lives of my family and people less fortunate than me. Because money only corrupts people if we give it the power to corrupt. It is not money that is the root of all evil, it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. And also, I couldn't go around buying new Bugattis, new Ferraris, knowing that there's people starving on the streets, that there's people across the world who are thirsty and don't have access to clean water or have shelters or who live in war-torn areas. Fact is, break out of this lie that the world tries to implement on people that the amount of money to find your worth, because that is not true. In fact, it is quite the opposite when it comes to Christ. He said that it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. He also gave a message of hope after this, saying that with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So instead of being haughty, looking down on people, take a step back, read the Holy Bible, and see that humility and kindness are the fruits of which God loves. And if you do have a nice car, a nice house, don't let it define you, because these things don't mean anything. There's always going to be someone who has a bigger house than you. There's always going to be someone who has a better car than you. If you're going to buy something like a nice car, do it with humility and thank God. For it is written, anything good that we have is all a gift from God. And even when pride gets the better of people, like some celebrities who say, oh, it was all me, I did it, God didn't do it. People let pride get into their heads. No matter what, every instance in your life, it is God that helped you get to that moment. And it's only by Jesus Christ's grace that I have gotten so far. Ultimately, that is why God incarnated into a relatively poor couple. Joseph the carpenter and his wife Mary, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, was born in a stable. That was God's way of telling us that he loves the humble.